Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we have our first figure from Naruto, and it is my favorite character, Sasuke. This is actually the second recording of this video. I had an issue with the first one, so this box is opened, but I went ahead and put him back in, and I'm just doing another video just to correct a minor thing. So here is the figure in the package. Up close, we can see right at the top, we've got the title, Shonen Jump Naruto. Got a picture of Sasuke in the back, and then here is the figure up close. This one does not have any articulation. You can't move him, you can't do anything. He's just there for display, but it is a really cool figure. I've seen others where you can do a lot more with him, and I'm looking around to see which other ones I want to get. If there's a certain character that somebody would like to see, please just leave a comment down below, and I'm happy to look into getting that figure. We've got the character name here, Sasuke. We've got the Sharingan, and then here on the side, we have Sasuke, and on this side we just have kind of the wraparound of this sheet on the back. I'm going to zoom in over here if anybody wants to pause and read this. You'll be able to. And we've got Series 3 Sasuke, and then the other figure in this series is Itachi, and then we've got Series 1 and Series 2. So far it looks like at this time they had 6 figures. You can also see how old this is because you can apply through this for 6 issues of Shonen Jump for only $15. I used to read Shonen Jump all the time back in the day, and then they switched over to just a computer platform, and I didn't renew my subscription after that, but I did grow up reading the magazines every month. So a lot of memories there. But let's go ahead and get into the figure. I made the cuts here where the tape was, and then this plastic folded around. So once you cut the tape, you basically just lift it off the card, and then you can pull the pack out. One of the plastic pieces came off. So let's set the figure to the side, and then just to see here on the pack, you can see the card with Sasuke, and then some of that blue back there. Kind of the colors of the Chidori, which looks pretty cool. So we'll set that off over here. And then this piece here just lifts up so you can pull the figure out. But you guys can just see how nice that looks. It's a little bit thicker. Cardboard kind of has a nice coating on it, so it doesn't just bend easy. It's not a flimsy piece of paper, which is great for display if you want to put the figure back in the package and display it in the box. So let's go ahead and get him out, and I'm going to grab a measuring tape as well. I had a subscriber leave a comment below asking if I could measure the figures just to show the height of them, and that's a really good idea. So if there is any video I've done where somebody wants to know the height of the figure, just leave a comment. I'm happy to measure the figure and let you know, and then going forward in all my videos I'll make sure to have that tape measure available so that you all know exactly how tall every figure is. So I appreciate that suggestion. And as always, if you guys have any for the videos, please just let me know. If there's something I can do to improve the viewing experience or provide any additional information, I'm happy to do so. So here we have this little bag that has these little pegs, and then these pegs go into the stand because the figure has on the bottom of the leg, there's this little hole, bottom of the foot, and then we want to go ahead and insert these pegs. So give me 1 second to do that, and then that way we can stand him up on this because the figure is not able to stand unless we set him up on this. It's a really neat one too. He's not just standing in one spot, he's taking a step forward and he's removing his sword, and he's kind of got that blank expression on his face. It reminds me of when Naruto and Sakura first saw Sasuke after he left the village and they were with Sai, and he's kind of standing up on top of that cliff. If you see his face, it just looks very mellow, relaxed, kind of blank expression. Reminds me of exactly what he looked like at that time. So he's taking a step forward and he's drawing his sword at the same time. So great detail on this, great paint. You can see his face up close. A little bit of a shine in the clothing, and then here they even kind of drew some of the lines showing like the chest muscle. It's a really nice detail. He's pulling the sword out. You can see great color. This is all really firm plastic. It's a heavy figure, and then this here moves around a little bit. It's a nice touch. can see a dark blue, kind of that light blue, the purple, just looks really, really nice. And here he is kind of mid-step. And then if we turn the figure around, one thing I appreciate is they put all of these individual spikes into his hair instead of just making it one big black plastic piece. They've got the Uchiha symbol right there, top of his robe, and then you can see where the sheath is in between these two pieces, and he's pulling the sword out. Just a really cool looking figure. The first Naruto figure I've ever gotten, and I'm really impressed. I'm definitely going to be looking at getting more. So really, if there's anyone you guys would love to see, please let me know. I'm happy to look for that figure, and as always, I'll do my best to get it. So let's go ahead and get him kind of set up. I think he'll stand. I hope this won't be an issue. He's kind of leaning forward because he's walking toward his opponent or character, whoever it may be. But I just want to make sure it won't actually tip over. The stand's pretty firm, but if I had a little bit of a weight of some kind, I might just put it over here to be safe. So let me go ahead and set him up, and then we'll move this camera down and we'll get a good close-up of him. We always do. So there he is. Beautiful figure, great for display. Anybody who's a fan of Naruto, especially if you're a Sasuke fan like me, just a really cool thing to have. Great on any shelf, display case, or even if you put it back in the package and display it. You can see what I'm talking about. He's kind of got that forward lean, but the stand is really stable. They did a really good job with that. So this is probably how I'll just put him out on the stand. It looks like he's ready to go to battle. One thing, if I could change on this figure, I don't know if I'd necessarily change it, but it would be a nice touch if he had the Sharingan instead of just his regular eyes. But I think with this figure, the regular eyes really do fit the figure well. But I'll definitely have to find a version of him where he does have the Sharingan. There's a 2-pack with him and Itachi, which I'm looking at getting. Just gotta find it for a good price and a good deal. And there's the figure from the back. It just looks awesome. Beautiful figure. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Our next video will be a Harry Potter haul from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Orlando. And then after that, we'll be getting back to some more Dragon Ball Z figures. So thank you so much as always for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.